are here at the Atheist Centre Vijaywada, where the International Atheist Conference to commemorate the 120th birth anniversary of Gora and the 110th birth anniversary of Saraswati Gora has just concluded. The theme of the conference this year was Secular Thought and Social Action. Our guest today is Dr. G. Samaram, the convener of the conference. My name is Ambar and I represent Bangalore Atheists. We are a meetup group connecting atheists and freethinkers across Bangalore. I would like to begin by presenting this book, The Republic of Reason, a selection of writings by the four murdered rationalists Narendra Dabholkar, Govind Pansare, M. Kalburgi and Gauri Lankesh. I would like to present this to Dr. Samaram for the atheists.
Thank you. Wonderful. I want this type of books very much. He needed very much. Wonderful. They change the outlook of the people. Those are in the orthodox ideas.
In case the viewers would like to know more about how to order this book, please look out in the notes to this video. A warm welcome to the Bangalore Atheist studio, Dr. Samaram. You have devoted a lifetime to the cause of humanism. Could you briefly describe your journey?
I am son of Gora. Gora is a well-known atheist. He, from the youth, at the age of 20, 25 years old, himself, he developed reasoning in every aspect. He is a scientist also. He studied biology, and that's why everything to scientific knowledge and scientific temper. Generally, those people study science, they only have scientific knowledge only. They don't apply the scientific knowledge to scientific temper. That too, Gora, born and brought up in the very orthodox family. Very orthodox. And our grandfather is very, very orthodox, very traditional person. But Gora, when he developed scientific knowledge, scientific temper, he questioned everything like that. And then those eclipse comes. Generally, in the Hindu families, the eclipse, pregnant ladies, they don't see eclipse. Because if you see the eclipse, whatever the child in the womb, will definitely develop some kind of deformities.
Some people even refuse to eat food.
Eat food also. Eat food and drink everything stop. But this is so false beliefs are there. Eclipse causes so much deformity, health spoils, and what is it? They even water also don't take like that. And whatever water inside the house, that too is poured out. Because the Rahu, Ketu, they have some poison, that's it. But Gora, only Hindus are following. Other Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, nobody following it. If at all in bad effect, then everybody will come. The only Hindus only, why the eclipse bad effect is there. And he married Saraswati. And we got college and college, Colombo. He has seen all Christians, Buddhists, nobody is following this eclipse. All are moving outside, seeing, enjoying eclipse. But only Hindu ladies, that took pregnant ladies remain inside, and other people also don't take they drink or they take any food like that. Let's say she also asked her. No other people, those are my friends, they are pregnant. But they are moving outside. Why should I remain inside house? He came outside and said, no, Manor, it's even now 90 years old. All so, like that, questioning is very important. Gora wrote an essay in a college magazine, No God. Oh, simple writing the article is job was taken.
He was fired from his position as a lecturer in the
He
college.
removed from the job.
Yes.
And he said, Janjam in that particular caste, Janjam will be there. the sacred thread. Why is what is this sacred? Nothing is there. Then they tore out that sacred thread. They get the father, Gora's father, asked him to get out from the house. And like that, so many. But in spite of that, what he believed, what he then stood for the truth, and thinking of his God. God. Everybody gets since so many decades, the God belief is there. But they say God is there, God is there, like that. But nobody is there to say prove God's existence. Everybody says the God. But who can't? Nobody can't show the God. God is only hypothesis, only belief. Like that, it came to some conclusion, and like that, he propagated law, propagated art in society in first students. He lost 3 to 4 times job only due to promoting scientific knowledge and scientific temper. All on the basis. And then at the same time, and with so many differences among the Hindu community itself, upper caste, lower caste. But all are human beings. They say all are the children of the God. They say like that. But why the differences? Why the setup with the disparities are there? Karma, the fate, anyone that thought everything falsehood. But this the first thing is questioning, reasoning, analyzing, testing, in life. His life itself is an experiment. Total experiments, and came to the God is falsehood. God is falsehood. The only blind belief. By the not only that one, he came one thing wonderful. In theism, man became slave to God. God is the falsehood, but it's a slave mind. Man is supreme. He came to conclusion, no other superpower is there, only man. Theism is a God-centered. Then they came to atheism, man-centered.
So Gora was interested in creating a casteless society.
Yes.
And he decided to start with himself, right? So his original name was
Goparadi surname.
Goparadi Ramchandra Rao.
Rao is taken.
So he has modified his name
Yes.
to Gora to remove the association with his caste. So do you feel that even in modern days, today, this can be a useful strategy for broad-minded people who would like to leave behind their caste association?
You are correctly said. Because nowadays we show in pyramids of Shastri, Sarva, Andhra like so Chaudhary, Reddy, like that. The people are differentiated from by the name of God. That's why the name of the caste. That's why he said, in our name should not indicate anything. That's why he changed the name Goparadu, in that Goparadu, remove Go. Ramchandra Ra, Gora is changed like a registered name, totally. Caste name is no such name. Like that, the old children also kept, elder son, his name is Lavanam. Lavanam started this time South Satyagraha. Gora was influenced by Mahatma Gandhi, freedom movement. Get such a 1930 born. There's a Lavanam. Second system is that is there. Maitri, Gandhi impact. Maitri. And the second, third is that one second. Vidya, Gandhi promoting basic education. But that is Vidya. Vidya is education. That Vijayam. The Gora were closely associated with Gandhi, and then at the time, almost all states, then Congress came, elections, Vijayam victory. I put it there was Second World War, 1939. That's why Samaram means war, Second World War. And Gora very well participated in the freedom movement. And a whole family, Gora's wife, Gora's daughter, Gora's sisters, Gora's followers, all went to jail. in the freedom movement. And just before we getting independence, now after independence is born, there are two meanings. You say now means what we got independence. Now, what to do now? What type of society we want it? We from the slavery of the British government, we got our government. It should be a real democratic, secular society should the country should become. Gora's followers also almost all changed them. Kana, Breve, Bempo, like that almost all removed their name or change. And what you said perfectly, we want to casteless, religionless society. We are moving towards post-religious society. Post-religious society. Then, our names, our behavior, everything should, in education, every aspect we have to go change. Like that. And also, atheism should reflect in all aspects, scientific aspects, in education, in economics, in politics. Atheism is a way of life. Theism one kind of way of life. Atheism another way of life. Atheism better than to theism because it gives respect to human beings. It liberates from the superstitions. It liberates all the meaningless customs. It becomes real human being with humanity. That's why Gora says atheism, real philosophy for better society, better human being, for better humanity.
So I was reading Gora's book titled simply Atheism, There is No God, the English version. So in that I read that Gora was offered some kind of incentives to convert to Christianity. At that point he started doing a comparative study of Hinduism, which was the religion of his parents, and Christianity. And after doing this comparative study, he finally chose atheism. So, is it the case that if anyone today were to compare the different religions which are on offer, in the end they would choose atheism?
Yes. When Gora is young, at the age of 22, 23 years, soon after passing his MA, MSc, Botany, he first appointed in the Madurai in Christian college. Then they see, after seeing the talent of Gora, they said, you convert it from Hinduism to Christianity, we'll send you to abroad and do PhD. You will help everything. Why should I? Why should I convert? What is the benefit? What is the difference between the Hinduism and the whatever? Then going on studying so much. Why is better than Christianity? Better than Hinduism? Why is better than Mahabharata? Then we thoroughly studied Hinduism, or you can study Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, everything. Later, Quran, Bible, everything you studied all this very perfectly. He said, everything wrong. Everything is wrong. Because every religion promoting meaningless God, they make the human being as a slave to some meaningless God, our supernatural power. Then it became very strong atheist. Because to become strong atheist, first you studied everything in a critical way. That's why you need critical thinking. That's why I say always, any person, he thinks, critical thinking, how he will never be atheist. He becomes atheist. Once the critical thinking is there, you can't remain atheist. You become atheist only.
Based on my interaction with a lot of young atheists, I find that people very broadly have two kinds of reasons for turning to atheism. There is a cognitive aspect to it, which is that religion contradicts basic scientific principle, and then there is a emotional side of it, which is that religion has divided people and it has exploited and oppressed people. In your opinion, which of these motivations is more important or more valid?
Somewhat correct what you said. But I say, clearly can understand is very important. So many people, first by reading science and scientific analysis, they say, no God, let's say, I am an atheist. But when they not understanding real philosophy of the atheism, if at all they get some failure, anything, immediately turns as theist because I have done so much effort, but I failed. That means God is not in favor of me. Somewhere some power is there. That's it. Similarly, by seeing the social caste system, that there are so many discriminations are there, but that is not sufficient. Real philosophy is first thing. One is we have to God first thing is everything. If we test it, God is proof. We depend on always verification, truth. Atheism depends on truth, not on hypothesis. Theism only an hypothesis. You don't accept a hypothesis. Atheists teach never hypothesis. Then hypothesis. Hypothesis how many years? Continually. Now seeing centuries together, the hypothesis is coming. Nowhere is it true. God is not proved.
2000 years should have been enough.
No, they are not proved. The hypothesis in science also. First to start with hypothesis, it kept it for test, seeing results, cannot test, kept that hypothesis wrong. And science always starts with science also. Anything what to discover, we start with the hypothesis. Then we put it for the test. If we repeated do test, in repeat test will fail you. That to capture that falsehood. So that's why our scientific knowledge is secure. That's why some scientists, like Surya Bhagavan is a scientist. But Surya Bhagavan done some miracle. He not applied his scientific temper. He is knowledge only for the books and library, only limited to the laboratory. Simple science is not sufficient. Scientific knowledge, scientific temper, and always keep the test. This is not only science. In related in our life, in every aspect, as economic issues, or other education issues, or political issues, everything applies scientific knowledge and scientific temper in each and every angle, every aspect.
Gora had a very unique philosophy.
Yes.
And even Gandhi was inspired by his philosophy. Gora, in turn, was also deeply influenced by Gandhi. Right? Is the present generation? Do you feel present generation is turning their back on Gandhi, or does Gandhi remain relevant today?
Gandhi really relevant. Gandhi is the first thing. Gandhi what first said? God is true. God is true. But saying like that, God is true, God is truth, God is truth like that. Later, he is saying it. But God is truth, everything decided. India is under British rule. If God is decided, that means why Gandhi had to fight against the British rule? Not necessary. What is used by doing satyagraha? That shows even Gandhi's principle also, there is value for first beginning, there is value for freedom of the individual. Atheism gives important freedom of the individual. That's why the theism, the slave mindedness, but then satyagraha. Satyagraha is then there is important for individual effort. Theism never accepted individual effort. Bhagavad Gita says, everything decided by Brahma. Even you Nimitta Matra, you are nothing. Everything decided by karma. What we have done in the previous life. That is theism. Everything is by God. Gandhi slowly changed. He came to contact to Gora and discussion. Then he changed. What he said, I say, truth is God. He given importance, higher importance to truth, not God. Truth is God. Later, when Gora is doing with his daughter's marriage, then he said, I want to do because God, Gora, I want to do his elder daughter's marriage, the untouchable. Then God said, I want to do marriages. Gora didn't know, I don't want to do that because you see, always on the name of God, you perform the marriage, that's a don't want to accept. People become atheist, these are with a go away. The rights, the differences will go away. The humanity survives. To survive the humanity, all persons should become atheist. That's why even now, the Gandhi's philosophy, apart from ahimsa, satyagraha, and everything, people. But this also, nowadays, really stands for today's also. But what happened, the theistic persons, they suppress Gandhi's ideas and they make the Gandhi pro-religious person. But Gandhi is not pro. Gandhi is a revolutionary. Gandhi, because Gandhi also said, what I said previously, that not now what I am telling, take it that what previously said, that is not.
Gandhi was not afraid to contradict himself.
No. He said himself,
not afraid to change his
I am ready to change my opinion. But what to the previous what I said, that is not. Today what I am saying, take it granted. Like he is ready to change his outlook. That is needed. That's why even now applicable Gandhian's ideas to the present society, to the secularism, to promote secularism, to promote humanism, promote equality.
You have been interacting with several generations of humanists over the years. So would you say that compared to, let's say, time of independence till today, atheism in India is rising or declining?
Rising. No doubt at all. So much of change come. You see, you are young. You become the atheist. Like that, so many people nowadays, only for the sake of elders, they simply follow the tradition. But their mind is not like the previous traditional outlook. So much of change come. So much, because now my age is 84 years. I am traveling on this. I am moving with so many youth. That time very close resistant with their problems. That's why I see so much of change came in the only the old people. Those are only in the old thoughts. But younger people are changing their outlook. They are ready to accept the humanism or whatever name it. They are free. They are not all following tradition. Definitely, definitely, in near future comes post-religious society. Post-religious society where humanity survives. No doubt. I am very optimistic. It's not reality also. So much changes come in spite of so many reactionary forces. In spite of reactionary forces, in spite of the religious forces, but the youth, the modern youth are majority youth also they changing out.
Based on my own interactions with my generation and my parents' generation, I feel that the previous generation was more progressive than the current one. Uh, I think many of the progressive uh, values that the previous generation had, like secularism, socialism, the values which are enshrined in our constitution, are now being challenged by the current generation. So, what is the reason for this?
I don't accept your argument. We are seeing only some superficial people. The political, some few selfish persons, for selfish gains only, they do like that, they're promoting something. But there remains so many people are there behind it. First thing, now youth now they are concentrating on studies and their career. Not just like the previous people on religious thoughts. First, this is good saying, studies and their career. And in that angle, they will have, at the same time, they have knowingly, unknowingly, they develop open-mindedness, reasoning, and analytical approach. First, they concentrate on studies, then career. Then that was differently recorded. This good sign, this is a good sign. When they become educated, then definitely, easily, we are all are being promoting humanism, reasoning, and everything. Then they are helpful to them. And really, what we are doing, promoting humanism or atheism, that everything will be done. Apparently, that we can, they letters, they take in, they read it, and they understand it, and practice in their life. I'm very confident, no doubt at all. Definitely, this society progress towards atheism or humanism, rationalism, it never go back. So many nowadays, the other things, reaction forces, we see the only reaction forces, but this is undercurrent is going on. As you know, so many countries now atheist are. So many countries. Even theists also, they becoming liberal. Theists also, they become liberal. Previously, they fanatics, so many people.
So when the internet came and social media arrived, it was believed that now the knowledge of the world is at your fingertips. So it will be so easy to promote new ideas. Um, but you mentioned that you are running 20 YouTube channels. But for every YouTube channel where you are promoting scientific temper and democratic values, there is another YouTube channel promoting pseudoscience and divisive ideologies. So, which side is winning in this social media contest? In that case,
As timing may win a little bit, but the truth prevails. The predator stands, truth only remains. The passing past pseudoscience and everything goes away. So many pseudoscience will come. They are only temporary. We are seeing so many things, but anyhow, truth is truth, definitely. And our efforts for humanist and rationalist and atheist, whatever we, that will be definitely become fruitful. Other things will be there, always will be there. But they observe it. The people will observe it, which is correct. But temporarily they may see that when we hear their words, but when the real fact comes, definitely what we say, the human being always we have a judgment. Judgment is there, definitely it judges. Because there are two things. One is atheism, second is theism. One is pseudoscience, second is science. Human being, definitely critical thinking is there, judgment is there. In the judgment, later he vote for only truth.
so thank you so much, Dr. Samaram. You have been so generous with your time. And I think your optimism and your on-ground action is the antidote to pessimism and skepticism that may be present today. I hope that what we are seeing today in India is a temporary phase. I do believe that you are right about that, and that there will be a reversal, and truth shall prevail.
Definitely. There's no doubt at all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind, sir.